This is my old grill. I've recently replaced the old burners and heat shields. Now I'm going to weld a new grate to replace the old one. Start by removing the old grates. As you can see, this one is disintegrating, leaving behind rusty flakes that you don't want in your food. Once the grates are removed and the grill has been cleaned, measure the width and length of the box along the ledge where the grate will sit. These are the measurements that will be used for the frame. I'm using 3/4 inch angle iron for my frame. The thickness of the metal is an individual choice, but I prefer 3/16 inch for such a large grill. Begin marking out the measurements along the angle iron. Make a 90-degree angle mark where the miter will be made in this manner. Continue on down the metal, measuring and marking in the order of its future perimeter. In other words, the first segment can be length, the second is width, the third is length, and the fourth is width. Once the 90-degree miters are marked, use a cutoff wheel to cut them out. Be careful not to cut the metal in two. You only want to cut the triangular piece out on that one side. The ends, on the other hand, will just need a 45-degree angle. Once all the pieces have been cut, the frame can be bent into its rectangular shape with perfect mitered corners. Next, using welding magnet arrows, also called magnet squares, secure the corners in perfect 90-degree angles. Tack weld each corner in this position and then check for fit. If satisfied with the fit, finish welding all the corners. Next, I'll be using 3/8 inch hot roll rod for the cooking grid. Start by marking one for size in this manner. Cut using your tool of choice. I prefer using a bandsaw, but a cutoff wheel or a miter saw works well too. If satisfied with the fit, use this rod as a pattern for the rest of the pieces. Return to the frame and find the center. Place one rod into that position and tack weld it into place. Fill one side of the frame with the cutout rods in this manner. This is my technique for proper spacing of grid rods. Mark the end of every other rod to show which ends will be tack welded into place. Then begin tack welding the mark ends to the frame. Now repeat the tack welds on the other ends of the secured rods. Once secured, turn the grate over and dump out the loose rods. Repeat this process on the rest of the frame until you finish out to the end. Now go back and secure all the tacked rods with finished welds. Next, on the top side of the grate, I made handles to go on the ends. Cut equal lengths of leftover rod 10 to 12 inches long. Bend them in a rod bender to create an angle for the handle. Place the handles in your desired position using the magnet arrows for support. Then weld into place. Once the grate is cooled, the grill can be returned to the deck and the grate surface can be seasoned. Using Crisco, I spread a liberal amount on all metal surfaces of the grate. Then I place it in a hot grill and cook at 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Once cooled, the cooking grid will be well seasoned and should last many years. The grill is now ready to use.